Greetings from Quebec, guys. So I want to talk about forgiveness. This is just my story, and I'm not saying that it's the same for all situations. Every situations are unique, but hopefully I was feeling called to share. So hopefully someone out there needs to hear it, and hopefully it helps you on your forgiveness journey. So I find oftentimes what I've lived in the past, and then until this very big event that brought me to learn more about forgiveness was oftentimes it's like you're learning how to forgive someone, and we put it on ourselves that we need to forgive this person in order to move forward. And forgiving them doesn't even mean necessarily having a sorry on their part. It's just learning how to forgive someone to move forward. I want to bring something else to that. I find in the process that I went through, I ended up getting that sorry, and it was a very heartfelt sorry, but it didn't change a thing. And it didn't change a thing for me forgiving them and realizing that, they did the best that they could do at that time with the knowledge that they had, with the baggage that they had. I had to switch things around, and the process brought me to realize that I didn't really need to forgive. Yes, I probably needed to forgive them, but what I needed the most was to forgive myself. Because being who I was and lacking the baggage that I had back then put me in a situation that I met this person, that I went through what I went through with this person. I was the one that was projecting my own image of my wounded self, of my hurt self, of the self that didn't have all the tools. I projected that, and I allowed that kind of situation into my life. So the person that I was really looking to forgive was myself. And the moment I realized that, things shifted, and I did like this huge leap. So yeah, like it's all great forgiving the other persons, but there's always and that's what I find is that in the realm that we're in, it's like it's a realm of polarities. It's black and white and this and that, and it's always opposites. So every time you ask, well, what about this? Well, look at it the opposite way completely. And oftentimes there's a lot of answers in that. There's a lot of, I actually posted today was, don't just think about, the generational curses that you got, think about all the generational gifts also that you got. There's always an opposite. There's always, so I find it helps to look at things from, the opposite perspective completely. And yeah, learn to forgive yourself because you were ill-equipped. For me, it was a projection of this image of this hyper-sexualized woman that got me to go through a relationship that was not authentic because I was not showing my authentic self, but to be seen merely as an object. And as soon as I would show emotion or things that would bother me, well, I was crazy. I wasn't allowed to have emotions because I was basically a trophy, and a trophy does not, is an object and cannot have emotions. So I was not getting the kind of relationships that I wanted, but that was on me. I was the one that was projecting that. I was the one that was not being authentic. So from that teaching was not only the forgiving of myself, but the teaching of authenticity. And the more you bring forward your true emotions and who you are and what you're feeling, you will do quantum leaps like freaking crazy if you're able to really show up as your true self. So yeah, that's it. That's my rant. I want to keep it short. Hope you guys are having a great, what are we? Tuesday. Big hugs from Quebec.